To what is going on, guys? Talk about taking some risk, huh? Facing fears. Well, I am filming here in the city of Irvine outside of a Starbucks, and this is 320 opportunities to improve and develop ourselves. And I gotta tell you guys, this is a really nice location, so I wanted to take advantage of filming it. But with all these people around, like I've spoken about it before, this is like and even another step forward in public speaking. But now I'm just recording myself. People are walking by, people are having their own conversations, doing their thing. But I think like this is taking another step in facing those fears. And I wanted to, just great lighting. So today's episode, I wanted to talk about something particular. I was having a conversation with someone very important. And I won't throw any names. I won't get too specific on the situation, but I wanted to talk about it because I don't think too many of us think about this in particular when it comes to our jobs and our environment, the people that we surround ourselves with. And so, we talk about bullying and kids being bullied in school and stuff like that, but we don't ever think about bullying, going into our adulthood. And the reason I wanted to give an example of this is because we don't think of it as bullying. We kind of see it as something else. But, can you relate to something like this? This one's for the ladies, big time for the ladies. You started changing your diet, you started exercising, you started losing some weight, whatever. And now your coworkers, your female coworkers say, crack jokes at you. Like, you get any skinnier, you're going to fall through the cracks, or you keep eating like this, you're gonna lose your butt, whatever, little things like that, things that to attack your goals and your character and what you decided to start doing, whatever mission you decided to take upon. And so, you may not think of it as a form of bullying, but if you think about it for a second, if like 2 or 3 of your coworkers come up to you while you're in the middle of eating something healthy because you decided to change stuff, and one after the other just cracks jokes and disses you and things like that, that's a form of gaining up on somebody and trying to hurt their feelings about what they're doing. People criticize people for going vegan, and really because they don't understand the whole purpose of going vegan. It's a compassionate decision, it's a conscious decision, it's a decision that it takes a lot of effort. We're programmed to do something for so many years that once we break and detach from it, we're lost. So and I wouldn't say I experienced it in a form of bullying, maybe because people don't mess with me particularly, but when I went vegan back when I still had a regular job, and I would show up with oatmeal every morning, people would be like, what about your meat? Where are you going to get your protein from? And that's just a lack of education right there. Plants have plenty of protein, but that's a whole nother story. But, there was just criticism. There was always like, how are you going to get your protein? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? Look at you, you're getting skinny, you're disappearing. And it's just, people are always trying to attack your character, trying to attack your decisions, trying to attack whatever it is that you're putting effort towards. And the fact of the matter is that I want you guys to keep something in mind. If you're doing something, putting effort into something that's bettering you every single day, don't let the small comments and the little shit like that get to you guys. You have to have a really strong mindset when it comes to being around negative people, being in that negative environment, being in that negative workspace, because you don't have a choice. You have to have the mindset that no matter what people say to you, it's going to roll off your shoulders. And some days it's not going to be easy. Some days it's going to be really difficult to ignore people because, let's face it, people consistently put people down. It's more common and more well known for people to put people down than for people to praise people and raise them up. This I don't know what it is, but nonetheless, this tends to happen. So this definitely goes out for you guys who have a regular job and are already in the process of that exit strategy. I talk about building business, building an empire, whether you do it online or offline. Clocking in and out, working for somebody else is not the answer. I mean, I honestly don't care if you're making a 6-figure job. At the end of the day, you're doing it building somebody else's dreams. If you can get a job where you're worth $100K a year, then you definitely have more than enough energy and will to create a 7-figure business, plain and simple. And then it may be an opinion, but I believe you can. So don't, if you're already in that transition, you have a job, but you're working on your little side hustle that's going to turn into your main hustle to replace your full-time income, then, you know, just keep reading, if you're reading books, keep reading. If you're not reading books, pick them up and start reading. You know, get stuck on the motivational videos. Anytime that you can get on YouTube, there's so many people on there that you guys can just look up, look into, and even if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10-minute video, that 10-minute video can really change your day. And every day that you change your outlook and your decision to have a positive day, it's just every day is going to get better and better till it becomes habit. At first, it's difficult. It's a process. You have to keep doing it, but eventually it just becomes second nature until it becomes a habit that you can't get rid of anymore. So with that being said, you guys, don't worry about your work environment. People are always going to put you down. People are always going to have something to say about that person who's thinking outside the box, who's living outside the box, and who feels they deserve better in life. So nothing wrong with having your job now, but make sure that you're doing something that's going to put your family or put yourself or put your parents in a position where they don't have to rely on anyone. You know, it's absolutely important for you to be the source of your own income. When you source your income, when you outsource your income, you're exchanging your time for money. You guys, said it before, I said again, 100 hours a week any day. I'll put in 100 hours a week any day for my own business and 40 hours a week for anybody else's business. It's just not worth it in the long run, you guys. There's no pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. That's not even a rainbow. So that being said, you guys, if you're at work, people are being negative, man, just, you know what, just say, you know what, I really appreciate your opinion. Thank you for sharing that. I don't have anything to respond to that right now, but you know, I'll get back to you sometime. And then just keep it pushing. Be positive towards negative people. They don't know what to do with that. They really don't. They'll just like, and they'll say something negative again. If negativity doesn't faze you, you're winning. So that being said, you guys, 320 opportunities to improve and develop ourselves. We are 45 days into the year, guys. That's a month and a half. I hope you guys have been doing something to improve and develop. Coming from Irvine, you guys, I got to go to a BPM. It's time to get some training in. It's time to build this business, build this empire, guys. I love you guys. Remember, if you need somebody to talk to, contact info is always down below. As always, guys, I love you all. Yes, even you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.